result, and at the rate we're going, I don't think the results will be right.
Oh! Well, we did promise you something different, and today Craig and I are out in a Audi RS3.
Yeah, it's the 2022 version, so the latest version that Audi put out. It's the fits with the 2.5 litre 5-cylinder, which we all know and love. It's been missed for a while because you haven't seen many cars come out with a 5-cylinder. But Audi, I think, have got this one absolutely spot on. Now, this is Phil's first ever go driving it. We've only literally covered less than a mile, so we're going to keep rolling and see how we end up. Ian at INS has been kind enough to let us drive this. This is his personal car. Left up there it is, Phil.
This one here, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, so we're going to go try and find some nice roads now to show you what this car can do. But the main purpose of this, obviously, there's a million and one videos with people ragging the death out of these cars. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to show you what it's like to live with. What's your thoughts on the colour? The colour?
Oh, the colour I love. I call it Kawasaki green, but you call it
Kyle Army green or midlife crisis green, one of the two.
Because you know, Ian is of that sort of age that we thought he must be having a middle-age crisis. But
no, he picked this one out and he said, because I said to him at the time, you know, it's probably the loudest colour that Audi do. I said, why have you gone for this one? And he said, well, it's sellability, because this is the one of those colours where not everyone's going to have it. It's going to be probably the most limited edition, and it turns heads.
we're just checking Craig is sitting comfortably.
Getting myself.
He's pressing a load of buttons. It's a bit like the cockpit on an aeroplane here, you know.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear that engine open up
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
It's nuts, that. It's just a nice place to sit. It's still quite minimalist though. There's no loads and loads of buttons everywhere like in a BM or a Mercedes or anything like that. It's still quite a basic dash, and you've got this big LED screen which sort of dominates the centre of it.
Well, the brightest thing is this screen here and the dashboard. Usually you're looking at every other car you've got they're a bit brighter, but they've put all the heated seats, the heated screen and everything. They're just in a...
I'm in the RS mode now. I've got the RS mode.
It's going to start playing. I can see we're in trouble here.
Right. Stay like... Oh, G meter. You got G meters, power, torque. Oh, nice.
I don't think you'd have a problem with talking anyway.
Very, very nice. I'm looking forward to this. This is lit up literally like an F1 dashboard here. This road looks a bit precarious to pull out on, doesn't it? Let's go. Now you can go, we're holding the camera.
Beware, we're in a...
Yeah. I'll behave.
This was a lovely road. When I started, my old man took me in his Volvo estate when I was 17 and said, right, we're going to Portmannock. I'd never driven on the road before in my life. A Volvo estate.
Do you reckon we're checking about if you'd have stuck it in this?
Sorry?
What do you think it would have been like if you'd have stuck it in this?
Oh, well, I haven't told you the full story yet. I drove to Portmannock and then yeah. There's a lay-by a bit further down, but go on, take it in there.
Carry on with your story, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to in a minute. Give me a chance.
Rudely interrupted you.
You rudely interrupted me. And we did what we need to do in Portmannock, and he said, right, you're driving home now. So we got to the reservoir above Bala, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. And by this point, God rest his soul, my dad's been dead 15 years but I'm 17 and I can't remember how old he would have been. But he'd fallen asleep in the passenger seat, me with L plates on the car. And I'd been driving around the fields at home in little Anglia vans for years. And came up behind this car. Volvo estate, 4-speed gearbox, changed it into third, thought, right, I'll go past this. I didn't use my common sense and think, right, well, now I've got up to the valves almost bouncing out the engine, I should have changed it to fourth, shouldn't I? So all of a sudden he wakes up, he can hear the valves almost jumping out the top of the engine. But to make matters worse, there's a car coming towards us. So he pops his head up and goes, well, I can't say it here, but he said, "What the do you think you're doing?" And that was my first day. I was 17. How many years ago is that? Oh, too many.
Did he get in with you again?
Yes.
Fair dues, he's a brave man.
Yes. And
We better give it a score though, wouldn't we? What do you reckon? Score out of 10, a Audi RS3 2022. 20 out of 10. Oh,
Yeah.
it's got to be a 10, isn't it?
It's got to be a 10.
It does absolutely everything. You can't I can't think of what this car doesn't do. Of it, you
if
could
you've
say,
got 70 grand to spare, you want a performance car with 4 doors that you can put the kids in and go shopping, or just take the missus out. That sounds very sexist. Or the partner or the wife or whatever, whatever you want to take in the car with you. Then I think it's just ticks all the boxes.
Very good and very politically correct of you as well, Phil.
It's a load of bollocks. Me, politically correct?
Well, we've tried.
I've tried to be politically.
We've tried. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
You've tried.